Say a quick prayer, bro.
Yep.
Let's do it, man.
Dear Lord Jesus, I just thank you just giving me the opportunity, just giving us the opportunity, just another day in life, just waking up, just to walk on the righteous path that you set out for us each and every day. I know we don't live, non-sinful life, but we live the life that you created for us. And I just ask for the strength, the courage, and everything else that come with it just to achieve the goals that you set out for us, Father God. And I just pray for the safety and health of just everybody that I love and care for. In Jesus' name I pray. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Yeah, God, thanks for getting the homies here safely.
Sure.
Thanks for this opportunity. May you use this for your highest purposes. May you show us what to say, what to talk about. Yeah, just speak through us, God.
Sir.
In Jesus' name we pray.
Amen. Amen.
Get it, man.
Yes, sir.
Peace, family. Welcome to the other side, episode number 6. I got my good brother here,
Sir.
DMarcus, man.
How y'all doing?
Owner of Insecure.
Yes, sir.
Clothing
yes, sir.
brand. Or what you like to call it?
I don't know. To me, to everybody, it's a clothing brand, but to just me personally, it's just my life, So I'm just sharing my life with the world and just hope that, people appreciate it and we just find similarities and overcome the struggles that we all share together.
Hell yeah. Nice, bro. First off, how you feeling today, man?
I'm feeling good. We had a good car ride up here. Didn't know it was a hurricane season, but we made it up here safely, and that's just what mattered most. So besides that, just grateful to be here. Just happy, honored to be here. Actually, it's my first podcast, my first time ever touching a microphone and everything, and this is by far the best setup, or how I would have envisioned starting my first start. So I'm honored and I'm grateful to be here.
Now, sure. I'm grateful to have a space to invite you in,
for sure.
And we do the podcast, man.
Sure.
I really appreciate your persistence and your dedication. You your follow up, it was the perfect medium. It wasn't this nigga's too much. It was perfect. It was tasteful, and it was nah, bro, serious. You know what I'm saying? I told you it was it's a hurricane. Nigga drove out. Nigga, when they talking about a hurricane, that's real dedication right there, man. So but yeah, let's start from the jump, bro. So so where you from?
All right, so I'm from San Francisco. I grew up in Oakland all my life, so that's really what it was. I lived in San Francisco all the way up until probably 2001. Then lived in Oakland ever since. And I was born in 1997, so whatever age that is. That's how long I've been in Oakland, man.
Word. So which one would you say you free? You say both or
I would say San Francisco because that's where I did majority of my school is. I did a little bit of school in Oakland, but then I did right back to the city because it fit more with my family schedules. It would be easier for my mom to just drop me off and be on my way to school, and then she just come pick me up right after work and everything. So it just fit everybody's schedule.
Word.
Sure.
So you grew up in Frisco and Oakland.
Yeah.
And what was you into growing up? How was growing up in the Bay Area for you?
Yeah, when I was young, young, that was a good time. Be around the Fillmore area. We'd be at Hamilton Rec. What else?
Oh, shit, my bad. Real quick, could you move that cord off the table, bro? Keep that.
Shit. You good? You straight. But we used to go hoop at Hamilton. My auntie would take me to Kimball Park. That's right around the corner from our house. Play there. Used to go to Miyako's. It's a place in the area where you get some ice cream, get cheap little snacks. You go to Safeway in the parking lot. You got somebody always selling DVDs and everything. So honestly, growing up, it was really a good time. It was a point in my life I wanted to actually live in San Francisco because I would be jealous, oh, my friends get to live out here and everything, get to always be around each other, but I don't. And then as I got older, I started appreciating the fact that I did live a bridge away, so yes, sir.
Well, when did you find out you was insecure?
I found that out recently, like to actually put a name on it. But I kind of always felt that way. I never knew what the name was for it, nor did I really want to look inside myself and find the answer for it either, you know? So it was a whole bunch of just left it lingering in the air until as of 2021 was like a real stressful breakthrough year for me though. Like that's the year that broke me, but that's the year that woke my game up in order for me to be the person that I am, in order to create the stuff that you guys seeing now.
So like, let's like walk us through like what some of them insecurities look like for you.
All right, for me was just
what it
like,
felt like too.
Well, everybody know, if you don't know, I used to weigh like over 265 pounds. You feel me? And I'm on the small frame, like 5'6", 5'7". On a good day, I'm 5'8", but you know, majority of the time,
You said how, but 265
pounds. 65? Like I was over that. Oh, yeah. So I was over 265 pounds. Again, on the small frame, and growing up in the area and like the type of circle that I had at the time, it was just like, you're not cool, or you're not like in that circle if you're not having money, if you're not having all the females, if you're not, et cetera, et cetera. So a lot of that, when I would get like rejected by females, you know, that would add to like some of the insecurities, because me myself already knew I was a big person. I was like on like size wise, but I knew I had to dress a certain type of way in order to not get treated how they would normally treat somebody of that size, not dressed a certain way. You know what I'm saying? But because you're a big guy, but you have on, I used to wear like Ralph Lauren and like other little designers, not like Gucci and stuff, but you know, within my parents' means. So if you don't have certain stuff like that, people tend to make fun of you. They like, for example, if it wasn't Ralph Lauren, when I went to school in my high school, I went to school in Hunters Point. I went to the school called Metro, and it was crazy. We in the hallway, they used to do this thing. They used to do a tag check. So if they seen you with any designer brand, they would just walk up to anybody, would walk up to you and just check your tag. And you feel me? And then it's just like, and if that tag wasn't matching what they were supposed to match, the whole school, it like will be on you, just straight roasting you. So you feel me? So falling victim to a lot of stuff like that, I would ask my mom to go outside of her means to provide me certain stuff, so I could pass them tests, certain tests and stuff. You feel me?
And so you saying you felt like you had to like wear the top designers because you was bigger?
Oh, for sure. Cause I'm just like, bro, if I was just a regular, this is just my personal opinion, just me personally. But if I was just like, you know, that size that I was, just wearing regular sweatpants and flip flops or something, I wouldn't have survived. You feel what I'm saying? Me personally. But that could have been based off how my attitude was too. Again, I would do, hence the quote on the hoodies, I would do a lot of projection. I'm just like, if I seen somebody that didn't have the designer and stuff on too, that I just had to go work hard and beg my mom for and all that stuff, now you finna feel that wrath. You feel me? Like I gotta, because it's done to me, so now I have to do it to you. Because that's just like the hierarchy. And I wanted to, because people were making me feel low about myself, I had to balance it out in a way to where I could feel positive about myself. But
by making somebody else feel low.
Exactly. Hence where I'm at now, I feel like that's really the main reason I started this brand. Is I feel like I'm only 26, but I feel like I spent so much of my life just putting out negativity that the rest of my life, the positivity that I'm putting out got to be just as loud as the negativity that I was getting put out. So when you see the persistence and everything, I'm just like, again, this is like my life. You get what I'm saying? So this is like blood, sweat, and tears for people to see me in a different light than the light that I showed them originally. And I understand that stuff comes with work, but each and every day, people are going to see that I'm putting in that work to not be that person that I was. Like, it's not a facade. It's not you know what I'm saying? And it's for the people that do think it's a facade, I can't sell everybody on the image. I just got to keep being that person. Eventually, they're either going to see it or they not. But at the same time, even if they don't, I don't blame them, because who am I to dictate how I made somebody feel? You feel me? I said a lot of mean stuff to people, did a lot of mean stuff to people, so I can't really tell you how to feel about your stuff. Yeah, I got it together now. That don't undo the harm that I caused to you, though. You feel me? So a lot of this stuff just I gotta take on the chin, for real, for real.
That's interesting. Yeah, nah, cause you know, we had you had reached out to me, you know, show love, send me a hoodie, and we had I remember us having a whole conversation, and you was, you know, just telling me the things you was going through with you know, insecurity, and like that's something, you know, I'm very familiar with. I feel like I got a different experience with it. I feel like from my experience, I was kind of always like I kind of felt like the way people would treat me, like something was like wrong with me or something, you know, like I feel like I would try to be nice, and I would even like, you know, go out my way to like dim my light sometimes to make other people feel comfortable, because, you know, they might feel threatened by their insecurities. And that made me
projecting it onto you.
Yeah, that made me insecure. And then like kind of made me not feel, you know, worthy, and just kind of made me, you know, feel like it was something wrong with me, because like I always had the purest intentions, and I just would never understand like, bro, like why people don't fuck with me, bro? Like, you know what I'm saying? But now I know it's like, oh, that was it don't
be a you thing though. That's what a lot of people don't understand, and it's never personal. You feel me? The stuff that for me, it was personal for what I was going through, and I took the immature route and projecting that onto others because I was too scared to dive into that and look for the answers myself. Because then that was gonna show that I had faults. And living that life of, you know, hiding your insecurities, you put yourself on a pedestal that you really don't deserve to be at all. At all. But because you tell yourself that, because based on how other people
tell yourself what?
Like for me, for example, like, oh my bad, I just had a brain fart.
Good, man. Yeah. It shit happens.
But now I'm trying to get back on what I was just saying though.
You talking about insecurity, and you feel you saying something about like you feel entitled or something like that.
Oh, because you put yourself on that pedestal of like, I mean, because I feel like in life, like as a person, you want to think very highly of yourself. You know, even if sometimes that means putting yourself above others in order to achieve that.
You talking to the mic so I can hear you.
Even if that means like putting yourself above others though, in order to achieve that sense of self-worth. You feel me? It's kind of, and I would do that, like I said, I would do that a lot, just put people down, because that would make me feel better, because that's kind of my way of releasing what was done to me.
And but it's like you never feel better, huh?
You don't.
It's like this thing you chasing. It's like
exactly. It's like you feel it in that moment because you won the battle, quote unquote. But when you sit there and you left with that decision, or however you chose to act out, when you stuck with yourself and you got to see that, then it's just like, damn, and that'd be a hard pill to swallow for yourself. Like, and that was the biggest thing for me, was really looking in that mirror and telling myself, like, you're not that guy. You feel me?
Like hold on, let me see. You said you're not that guy, like as far as what?
Yeah, just like being not like, for me, like I got a whole lot of, like for me, I had a Mustang, right? I had a 2017 Mustang, had the fastest, like the loudest exhaust, everything. And this is before I even had the weight loss. And I looked in the mirror one day, like all bullshit aside, I looked in the mirror and I was like, and this is fresh out the shower too. So, you know, that's when you real vulnerable with yourself too, like really vulnerable with yourself. And I'm like really looking at myself like, why do I have this car? Like, what is the purpose of me having this car? I'm like, I'm doing this, got the loudest exhaust, got all this stuff to get people attention. But when I get their attention, what am I going to do with it? Like, I'm literally giving people nothing to look at. You get what I'm saying? To where, yeah, I got the car and I got this and the third, but I really don't got no morals, like no principles. Like, you know what I'm saying? I'm just living life. You feel me? Like, no matter if that was putting others down, if that was lashing out at like my parents, or just because, you know, I didn't know how to control my temper, or just whatever the case was, for real. It was just like that was just like a crazy feeling for me. You know what I'm saying? That's just like, that's kind of like when you know, like, you unhealthy and you kind of want to work out, and it's just like, you know, you hear a voice in your head that's telling you like you should work out, but you just don't do it. And that's like what that voice was in my head, like, you better than this. You know what I'm saying? But I would only resort to what I knew, and which was the projection, the keeping people away from you, like backhanded compliments or whatever. You feel me? And that was just the, like, really how I grew up personally. You get what I'm saying? Like, me and my dad, like, really ain't have like the best relationship, like, at all. Like, it would be like a lot of that. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'll have friends come over, and my dad would use me to be the butt of the jokes around like my friends. You feel what I'm saying?
Your dad would crack jokes on you also. Do you feel like that's where you kind of got that from?
Oh yeah, for sure. Like, I tell my dad this to this day, bro. You get what I'm saying? Like, I forgive him now for sure, but a lot of my upbringing definitely like resulted in to how I treated others throughout like my teenage years and like my childhood and everything. And I'm like, I don't know, it's just like, for me, it's just when I think about the old stuff, it's just like a sense, like, just shame. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's just like,
you don't feel like you've accepted it, or you've made peace with that?
I mean, I'm attempting to make peace with like my better self. You know what I'm saying? But it's just also, every time I think about just all the negativity that I did, it's just like, that just makes me want to do 100 times more positive, because like, understanding that the people that I was putting through that did not deserve to go through that. You get what I'm saying? Like, I'm telling you, bro, like, I'm like failing relationships, like I'm failing friendships, like I'm failing being like a son. You get what I'm saying?
Yeah,
like,
tell me, I know we talked about it a little bit, but like, tell me how like the insecurities would pop up in your relationship, your romantic relationship.
For like me, it would be like the girl I had, and this is like a real sensitive subject too. She, like, whenever this come out, she gonna know who I'm talking about. But like, and I tell you, like, this is like my first love. You feel what I'm saying? You know, like, as a dude, like, for me, as at the time, I would tell like a lot of people, you the one and you the whatever, but I would never really feel it. Where like this one was like, even when I wasn't doing right by her, like, I had that guilty conscience, like, I know I shouldn't be doing this. And I never had that, like, out of all the stuff I would
doing right by her, like
I'm just like, I shouldn't have been talking to other women, bro. I shouldn't have been entertaining other women. You get what I'm saying? A lot of stuff, like, I would make up scenarios like she was talking to somebody else just so I could have you prove your love for me. You feel what I'm saying? So I'll make up like a whole, nothing even happened, just, or I'll be like, oh, I'll break up with you or whatever. You get what I'm saying? Just so you could be like, oh no, like, why? Like, you know what I'm saying? Because then
so you could see like, oh, like, she care about me.
Exactly, because I'm so used to when times get rough or just whatever, like, motherfuckers bail on you type shit. You feel me? So especially being the bigger dude, bro. You feel me? When you
so that's so it's like abandonment too, like fear of abandonment.
Exactly,
too,
bro. Like, I had that shit hella bad. Like,
yeah, nah, I still deal with that. I'm still healing from that. Yeah, I feel like that too. Like, a lot of people in my past, they kind of just, they bail on you, or they like kind of switch up.
That's what I'm saying. And that shit.
I want me to crank the air up?
Yeah, a little bit.
Hey, brother, you mind cranking the air up? It's
we can probably cut that out though. Huh?
It's right there now.
I said we can cut that out though.
Yeah, but I feel like it's authentic. You know what I'm saying?
That's the case.
But I can't. It's right there in the hall. You kind of like twist it like a knob, like a radio knob.
As far as like the romantic stuff though, but yeah, a lot of that stuff really did play like a major role, where it's just like, but I thank God at the same time, because I really got blessed to be with somebody like her though. You get what I'm saying? Because like, it's plenty of women that would have like bailed out going through like whatever I was going through, and this that amount of projection, knowing that you innocent and somebody constantly accuse you, constantly there's supposed to be somebody that you love and somebody that loves you.
So you would kind of you would accuse her of things
For sure. Like accuse her of things that like I would be doing type shit though. You feel me?
Oh,
but then I'm trying to find like an escape route to point the blame into you as well. You feel what I'm saying? Because like even though I'm doing it, you shouldn't be doing it. So if I find out you doing it, now we both at fault, and that deflects accountability from me.
Oh, so then it'd be like, all right, we both did it, kind of like
Exactly, and it'd be like, well,
it's interesting because like my thing is like, you know, something I've struggled with is that I might be like, I'll be doing good to her, you know what I'm saying, or to my lady.
Yeah.
But I got this fear. I've had this fear of abandonment that like I'm not worthy. Like like
Bruh.
why she want me? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like why is she?
I'm telling you.
Why is she with me? But and it's not even so. So then I kind of like overanalyze everything. You know what I'm saying? So it's crazy how like it's so many different layers to.
And that's literally
security.
I felt that times 10 too though, bro. And it's so crazy because I'm just like, you a beautiful female type shit, and I'm just me. You feel what I'm saying? I was just a big dude that just dressed nice at the time. And I was funny type shit, but that when you get to the root of like who I really was though, I did not know. You feel what I'm saying? So it's just like you really dating somebody who really don't know himself, but and you younger than me too. So you looking like not necessarily looking at me for guidance, but kind of expecting me to have your back on certain shit too, though.
Oh, she was younger than you. Okay, right.
So I'm just like, so you kind of expecting me to have your back in certain shit that I just didn't know how to have your back in, because I didn't know how to have my own back in that shit. You feel me? So where it was just like, yeah, bro, I'm telling you, that's still one of like my biggest like things, bro. 'Cause that's where it goes back to 2021. So 2021, like January, I lost like my best friend. His name was Sincere. He had got killed in Oakland. So that was in January. November of 2021, me and her broke up. And that's why I'm like, that year, bro, was just like hella bad for me. Like, I mean, hella bad. Like, literally, like when we broke up type shit, it was just like, I had put so much of like my identity and like who I was into like her.
And what does that look like?
Like, that's right now. If I was to make Insecure, right, and 1,000 people told me it was good, if she ain't say it was good, bro, Insecure is not good. Like, you feel what I'm saying? Like, that was like
your value was
exactly
on how she felt about and how she
felt about me, how she just felt about just like everything. Because she was like important to me. You feel the same thing with like my best friend that had got killed, bro, was so crazy. Like, mention like where I grew up and shit. You feel what I'm saying? Both the areas I grew up in, not really like the best. You feel me? And it's super easy to get caught up in that lifestyle. Like, hella easy. You feel me? So it would be times like I really ain't had no money or just like whatever, and I'll get like see everybody on Instagram, they flashing money, bro, they got chains or just whatever, you feel me? So I would like fall victim to that, but like inside though, it's like I'll be hella scary, bro. So I would never actually go do nothing, but like you
will fall victim to
just like the area, like having a weak mentality, so to say. You feel me? Because this is going back to what I was saying about my ex. You feel me? About I was starting off with my friend though, so he had got killed, and he hella close to me because I used to want to go like bip. You feel me?
You would do that to get accepted.
Exactly, yeah. But I never actually did it though, and that's why because he younger than me too. My best friend, I got I keep pointing at my arm because I got his face tatted right here, but yeah, bro, and I would call him. I'm just like, bro, like I'm broke, like I need to do it, even though like he would like allegedly partake in that. You feel what I'm saying? He would never let me do that with him. You feel me? Like, ever. Like, and it would be like, bro, like he'd be like, I'm not saying you a bitch or nothing, but like, that's not you. You feel me?
That's a real friend right there.
And that's what I'm saying. And that in a life full of hella motherfuckers who would have either used you just so you could be the getaway driver, so they could not go alone, bruh. So just whatever. You feel what I'm saying? And somebody younger than me was just but that's where my mind was, bruh. Like I was so weak-minded, bro, and wanted to give in to the facade of just showing everybody like, oh, I had it. You know what I'm saying? The whole time I really ain't had shit. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I'm struggling, I'm stressing my parents out so I could get it, bro. I'm getting checks so I could go keep up with fashion or just whatever. You feel me?
So it's a lot of seeking like external validation.
Exactly.
And looking for things outside of yourself.
Exactly.
To make you feel worthy and valued.
Exactly. So then said all that, like when my friend had passed too. But that's just like where my mentality was. And going back to my ex, bro, she was like, I'll never forget, like when we had broke up, excuse me, she had and it wasn't even like a breakup, like I cheated or I did nothing, bro. It was just like
you didn't do nothing this time.
Yeah, no, I didn't do nothing this time. Okay. That's cool.
So you had started like being faithful and shit?
Yeah, like I was like, it was like even a little bit before then, bro. But like before it had got to the breaking point, like I was cool, like for a good, like probably a year or some change, bro. I was like really solid.
What got her to the breaking point? Was it the things that you did, like the infidelity, or was it the accusing her, the insecurities? Yeah, what was it?
I think the actual breaking point was a mixture of all of that, but the main thing to me was my character and how I was.
Like
she was just like more so, what are you doing with your life? You feel me? Like I had a good job, but that was it. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I had the car, you feel me? But that was it. And I was in the house at the time, had my own spot, but my mom had purchased it. You feel what I'm saying? So to her, she was just like, oh, you acting high and mighty, like you better than people, or just like whatever. When, your mom got this or this, and the third. So that's where, and I told you how much I like respected and valued her opinion. You feel what I'm saying? So that was just like and to me, and my perception of it was, that was God using her as a vessel to get to me, bro, because he know I wasn't like, my mom couldn't tell me that, bro, because I just felt like you just a mom talking. You feel what I'm saying? My dad couldn't tell me. Like, my friend wasn't here to tell me, and he was younger than me too. You feel me? To where it was just like, okay, now I know I'm fucking up. You feel me? Like, you ain't even leave me because I'm cheating and shit. That's like really like this thing. You feel me? To where I was just like, I was really sick, bro, and I was just like, damn, I'm trying, like, all the shit, like, like trying to fix it right then and there, you feel me? And then she wasn't going for it. Whereas what I said earlier, where I'm so like blessed to have somebody like this, that God even made her strong enough to even go through with this, you know what I'm saying? Because I'm like, bro, I'm telling you, I'm crying the hell of shit, bro. You know how many females in this generation, bro, you would have been blasting on social media. They would have exposed text messages, bro, just would have been whatever. You feel what I'm saying? To where this was like handled with some of like the most respect like I've gotten like in my life. You feel what I'm? You feel me? Like it's just like
that's a real one, bro. I cried on my girl,
bro. You feel me? To where I'm just like, that shit is really. And she was just, and I would tell her, and I was just like, when that happened, I was just like, so what I gotta do? Like, what I gotta do to fix it or whatever? It's just like, it's like not fixing it. But even in that moment, bro, she would still never tell me like she hated me, or was just like, in my head, I feel like you were supposed to hate me. You feel what I'm saying?
Right.
And she, bro, never, even when I was doing like wrong, bro, I'm talking about, spoke of me to people with the highest words of it's just crazy, bro. Like, it's just crazy to where when all that happened, she was just saying like, I don't want you to be a better person for me. I want you to do that shit for you. You feel what I'm saying? Like, I want DMarcus to be a better DMarcus for DMarcus. You feel what I'm saying? And then like that, everything else gonna come. You feel what I'm saying? Type shit. So that was just like really big to me, bro, where it was like, and that I never realized that I had a habit of doing that shit. I would say some foul shit, or I would just do foul shit and then just come back in your face. So I don't even give you time to just let it marinate and to think about what happened, because I'm so back in your face again that you just sweep it under the rug.
Like you over it. Like you got over it, so now you want her
exactly. I was one of them niggas, bro, where I'm like, I'm arguing with you type shit and we beef all night, and I text you next day like, what you doing? Like I was one of them.
Nah. You wouldn't like apologize or nothing? Or like be accountable?
Nah. Like I like when I tell you like accountability was one of the things like I lack like wholeheartedly because I never like feeling like shit was my fault. You feel me? Because I already got like hell of that shit when I was coming up. You feel me? Because like even if I did good, shit was still my fault. So I'm just like,
for me, it's been like I've always been accountable. I feel like, or you know, in these recent years, but it's like, all right, like you got to be accountable too. Like you played a part in this too, and that, you know, sometimes it don't help.
Man,
I don't know. It's like
it takes two. If
a show take two, but like, you know, I know a lot of times I'll be like, I'll start it, you know. Yeah.
And that would be like my thing where I would know I would start the beef or whatever, and I still wouldn't own up to it until, or like, or if she got an attitude, but I would turn around and get an attitude because you got an attitude. Now we just not talking. Now we both mad.
Right.
You feel me? To where I'm like, we had to grow out of that, and I'm just to the point now in my life. I'm just like, bro, life is so short, bro. Like life is so short, bro. Like I would rather overlove you than to underlove you. You feel what I'm saying? And you just pass away.
I would rather overlove you
than underlove you, and you just pass away, bro. You feel what I'm saying? Like
I would rather overlove you than underlove. Come on,
bro. Because I'm just like, because if you think about it, me overloving you, and that's just not her, just anybody in life, bro. That's gonna do more good. You feel what I'm saying? A lot of people don't like overloving people because of the perception that they get, or people, oh, bro, you a simp, or bro, you this, and this. You feel what I'm saying? When just like, bro, it's my life at the end of the day. You feel me? If that's what make you happy, bro, rock and stand 10 toes on what make you happy, bro. Because inner peace and inner happiness is like the biggest things like I learned so far on this whole journey, bro.
So where you at today with, you know, the insecurities?
Today, bro, I'm good. Like don't get me wrong. Like we all battle them. You get what I'm saying? Like I'm not nearly as big as I was, but I'm like I still be having them sometimes, bro. You feel me?
Having insecurity?
Oh, for sure. I'm just like, but you feel me? I'm just like that's a thing in life though, bro. Where it's just like again, like embrace that shit, bro. You feel me? Like that's what make you you. Everybody is different. You feel me?
So you said the insecurities is what makes you you.
That's what makes you.
Break that down to me.
Like, for example, like I wouldn't even be here talking to you, having this conversation if I never embraced what the fuck made me me. Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm like, yeah, I was this big dude, bro. I was making fun of people. I was this, and the third. You feel me? To now, when I sell product and I sell it to bigger people too, they not looking at me like, oh, like this is just a guy that's just trying to use my weight to get some money or something. This is like somebody, oh, he's actually been through this. Like he actually knows. Like, you feel me? And that's just where I want people to be comfortable, like with they self. You feel me? Like, although it may be stuff about yourself that you personally don't like. You feel me? That don't take away from who you are or should give a reason to put someone else down. You feel me? I'm just like, that's just, and just on top of like insecurity, like this, the brand for me, period, is just like, even though that's like the name of it, I'm really like, I promote self-love, bro, just healing, just anything that has to do with you becoming like a higher version of yourself. That's what we are promoting, like with the company, bro. I'm not promoting nothing that's unauthentic or nothing that's watered down, nothing. I want the real authentic stuff, bro. I don't want no edits, you feel me? Because we just live in a generation and in a world where it's just so much watered down stuff. It's just like nothing is authentic. You feel me? So I'm just like, how am I supposed to, what can I do in my lifetime to try to make it to where people, not everybody is feeling like an outsider now, you feel me? Where everybody feels more a part of it. I remember when I first started this, like, you know, my mom, she get mad, she don't never want to admit it, but she was the first person to say like my brand was stupid, you feel me? Like she was saying like, not necessarily stupid, but she was just saying like, what type of grown man want to broadcast their insecurities? And that's the negative stigma I want to get away from. You feel me? It's just like, if more people was able to just talk about this and just talk about stuff that they just go through daily emotionally as men or just whoever, then it would be easier to get people help, or it would be easier to create conversations to talk about this stuff so people not feeling like they alone.
People alone. I used to feel so alone
all the time.
And that's why I make it my responsibility to speak on this shit, because every man is dealing or has dealt with some insecurities.
Come on, insecurities, low self-esteem, bro. It could be just whatever. Everybody goes through something, especially men. Like, I don't want to just make it like a race thing, but a lot of black men too. A lot of black men from the people I know, and this is personally, not saying it in general, but personally, the people I know or knew, it would be more so like they just had too much pride to even indulge in the emotional aspects of their life. You feel what I'm saying? Or it would be like, oh nah, bro, I'm good. Like, you feel me? Like, for example, I know somebody that love their girl to death, and I mean to death. They not together no more. He loves her to death. You ask him about her, man, fuck that bitch, bro. But it's just like you love her. You feel what I'm saying? And that's why I was going about saying over love than to under love. You feel me? Because if the world ended tomorrow, how many people would be like, bro, I should have called XYZ. I should have did this. I should have did X. You feel me? And that's what a lot of us need to stop getting. We need to get out of that shit, because tomorrow's not always promised. Like, when it comes to working on yourself, when it comes to creating a safer environment for others, you feel me? Like, tomorrow's not always promised. And that was like the biggest thing for me. Like, when I weighed how much I weighed, I again looked in the mirror and I was just like, bro, what am I really doing? Like, I'm not even giving myself a chance. I'm just sitting here every day, just waking up, going through the motions, just really thinking about like what my ex said to me. Like, what are you doing? You feel me? To where that whole conversation and the shit with my friend and shit too, like the shit with my friend showed me like, this is what your life would have been like if you did this route. But he ain't let you do this route. He showed you what this route do. You feel me? To where it's easier for me to go pick up a gun and get retaliation and shit than it is for me to go better my life and to go do the opposite.
Right.
You feel me? So I'm just like, that's what it is. Like, everything that I do, bro, like, I dedicate to the people I love in some way, shape, or form. It's like all in little details and stuff. People may not see it when they buy it and all that, but it's like, it's always a little detail in there to like represent like something. You feel me?
If you was talking to somebody with, some insecurities and they was trying to overcome or work through their insecurities, what's some, you got any techniques or strategies or, just anything that you did to help you overcome some of your insecurities?
The first thing is to really acknowledge what the insecurities are. Don't always try to build over them and say like, oh, it's not as bad as it really is. Cause I'm just like, the more you keep lying on the severity of it, the less help you can really get yourself or receive from others. So that's starters. Me personally, what I would do is I would go walk. I'll just walk, bro. Like, I'll go to like a hiking thing, not even necessarily hiking. I would just walk and just go somewhere where you have a clear space. It don't necessarily have to be on a walk. It could just be at a park, or it could be even in your bathroom. You feel me? That's where I did it personally. In the bathroom, I was naked in front of a mirror, and that's where you see your real self. That's where you able to see like, I don't like this. I don't like this. And come up with ways in that same mirror on how to change those. You get what I'm saying? Okay, be like, this is what it is now. Now, how am I going to get better at XYZ? You feel me? Like, for me, I had invested in a personal trainer. I seen how much money I was spending on weed. I was spending on takeout food, clothes, like bullshit. To where I was, okay, let me put this first, because this is what I felt like the problem was. I felt like it was my weight. So let me do something that's going to tackle this. Do that, bam. Now that's taken care of. And then from there, like, again, with the insecurities, nobody's never going to have like an insecurity. You feel me? So I can't sit there and lie to someone and be like, oh, like, if you do XYZ, like, they're gone forever. Like, that's not a gone forever thing, but your mental has to be strong enough to endure all the stuff that comes with being able to acknowledge your insecurities rather than just trying to tuck them away. You feel me? That makes sense if I elaborated that good enough.
Yeah, man. Yeah, I'm just processing everything.
No, you good. Hopefully I'm explaining this stuff good enough for sure.
Man, you being your authentic self, bro. And like, that's all that matter. You know, it ain't no good or bad.
Nah, for sure.
But man, yeah. Also too, like I feel like a lot of people, like, you know, like myself, I've struggled like with like thoughts that have come in my head, you know.
Like what type of thoughts? Like,
just like insecure thoughts, like oh man, my girl gonna leave me.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? And the thing, I feel like the thing about insecurity is like, or like I feel like I always say that being in a romantic relationship, it's gonna expedite your growth because you're gonna see everything about yourself that you need to work on. Cause like before, when I was single and like I did a bunch of work on myself, I'm like, oh yeah, like I cleared out a whole bunch of insecurities and just my attachment to external things and like accomplishments and like like, I really went within, and you know what I'm saying, I know everything is within now. But then when I did get into a relationship, it was so many, it's like those things, like some of them things came up, like that fear of abandonment came back up, you know what I'm saying?
It's easy,
and I feel like that you really see in them relationships. What you need to work on.
That depends on the type of partner you got too, though. Like if your partner is not willing to indulge or even help bring that out of you, then both of y'all just gonna be sitting there with all these insecurities that y'all don't know y'all got. You feel me?
I feel like that shit gonna come out either way. You know what I'm saying? It could be in a healthy way or a bad. That shit is coming out. You know what I'm saying? If you're in love, you care about somebody. Bro,
I go through this to this day, bro. You feel what I'm saying? And it's just the best advice that's worked for me, bro, is communication. Communication. Communicate, like give me an example. If that's your girl and you really love her and y'all love each other like y'all say, there's nothing wrong with being like, babe, like this how I'm feeling. You feel what I'm saying? Because then it's not, at that point, bro, it's on the table. You're not getting lost in your own mind. You able to hear it from the source. You feel what I'm saying? Sometimes that may or may not help how you feel mentally, but it's still being vocalized, bro. And that's what communication helped me. Cause you either gonna see like that person really like genuinely caring and just like, okay, like trying to help the situation, or they're not necessarily helping the situation the way they should be. Either way, you're gonna get an answer that you.
And also, like, to piggyback on what you said, I was in therapy on Friday, and he was saying how like, you can get addicted to that reassurance though. So now what I'm working on is not, always like when I do have an insecure moment, having the mental strength within myself to get through it and not always relying on her reassurance. Because then it's like, oh, now it's external. Like I'm depending on this external thing. You know what I'm saying? I'm expecting it. And if I don't get it, now I'm mad. You know what I'm saying?
Well, let me elaborate then, because it's not necessarily, when I say communication, I'm just saying just to put it on the table. But even before you communicate, you still have to sit there in your own mental to see if this is a thorough thing that's even worth communicating. You feel what I'm saying? Or is this just like how do I say it, bro? Because like me personally, I would have them same thoughts, and I would think, I'm like, all right, should I communicate this? And I'm like, nah, I'm just in my head type shit, where it's just like where I would let the day play out, and then like I would get a type of reassurance without even asking.
Exactly.
You feel me? Yeah, so that's what I'm saying. We're do the mental first and see like, okay, is this worth it first? You feel what I'm saying? Before
like you just kind of like is this thought serving me? Like, do I need to act on this?
Come on,
is this real? Let me go back. Like let me look at the facts. I don't really line up.
See, but then that shit come with like being able to like do that shit without also running to get that reassurance comes from how much time are you putting in with your inner self too, though.
You sound with like when you say your inner self, like just spending time alone, thinking deep thoughts by yourself. How can I make certain situations better? What could I have done differently in this manner? Did I lose my cool on this when I should have handled it this way? Just like that's something I struggle with. Like I know certain subjects get me like low key riled up because that's still like an area where I feel shame. You feel me? So I
I still catch myself getting defensive sometimes about certain stuff where I'm just like, nah, bro, I ain't do that now. I just like sit back and I'm like, all right, bro, you did that. You feel what I'm saying? But how can you make sure you don't do it again? You feel me? So that's just self accountability is key, bro. Like, I can't really stress that shit enough. But it's also like having wise counsel around you too. Like just having people like me. Like, I know it probably sound cliche, bro, but I pray like about everything. I go to God to like everything. Even before we said our prayer, I did like my own prayer before I got here. That was the biggest thing that got me like right, bro. Like literally when the 2021 happened, all that stuff, I literally went to my room, bro, and I cried, and I just asked God. I was just like, I did it my way, you feel me? Like, do it your way and just like let it be what it be. Where I'm just like, bro, life has been getting so much better, not easier. You feel what I'm saying? but it's gotten better. Yeah. You feel me? Just where I first was, like mentally, where how I would act on certain situations and stuff, like I no longer do that, or I no longer do it to the magnitude of what I once did. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm just like, even just seeking like outside acceptance, I don't even do that too much, because it's just like I accept myself. You feel what I'm saying? And I understand like you're not always gonna be accepted in life, so why sit here and chase something that's never gonna happen? You feel me? I'm like, people are always gonna find something. There's always gonna be something. So I'm like, if it's always gonna be something, why am I always chasing that? When I could just make my own stuff that I know is chaseable to me, rather than chasing what society wants you to chase. You feel me?
I like what you said. You said life getting better, not easier.
For sure.
My homie, the homie Flo, he had said one time, he put it so cold. He was like, you know, say you playing a video game, right? You go to the next level. That next level ain't gonna be easier. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's gonna continue to get, you know what I'm saying, like more challenging. Like, so it's like with blessings come. New blessings come, Facts. New burdens.
Rex Life Raj said something similar to that in the song. He said, I ain't pray for rain to stop, I just prayed to learn to dance through it.
That's a bar. Shout out Rex.
Like, you feel me? So I'm just like, stuff like that is really under, like, and that's the same thing, bro. It's just it's like just self-acceptance is so key, bro. Like, even back to when my mom said like the brand was stupid, like I feel like that was God testing me to see like if the brand was really a facade or if this was like real deal. Because I will always, again, I told you, I will always seek that outside acceptance. Like, I remember when I was like it was like 6th grade or something, 7th grade, I told my mom I wanted to go to school for marketing. Like, I just like marketing. I was just like, you feel me? And I was just like, that was what I wanted to do. And she was like, you don't see like a lot of black people do like marketing. Like, you need to be in the medical fields. You need to do X, Y, Z. You feel me? Yeah. To where now this go round, when I tell her about the brand, and she still don't fuck with it. Excuse me, but she still don't fuck with it, and I'm still doing what I want to do. You feel me? And then now she likes the idea and shit. You feel me? Where
have y'all healed that?
Yeah, for sure. It's crazy. I healed with both my parents, bro. Right. Like, that's why I mean both of them. I never really used to like rock with my dad like that, to where, you know, he got the cancer shit, and it was just, excuse me, but it's just like when he got cancer, I still wasn't like, I wasn't budging, bro. I was just really so hurt because like just the childhood, bro. I'm just like, you go to the park, you see kids playing football with their dad, bro. You see just hella shit, bro. And like shit like that really hurt me because like I really missed out on that. Same way how you would feel like you got a pure heart and people don't fuck with you. I'm just like, bro, like, why niggas don't fuck with me? Like, you feel what I'm saying? I'm just like, bro, I'm like your only son, bro. I ain't do shit but be born, bro. You feel what I'm saying? But niggas don't fuck with me, to where I'm telling you, bro, all that anger and shit, bro, just translated so much into like just like my younger life, bro, to where it was just like I used to treat people like shit, bro. And like, and I just, and it sucked to sit here and say like I actually did that to people, you feel me? But that's like one of the things like I gotta own up to is like owning up to the fact that I wasn't a good person, because that's that extra drive that pushes you to be the person that God destined you to really be. You feel me?
I think owning up to, maybe like your worst moments or when you wasn't the best person you could be makes you a better person.
For sure.
Getting ahead of and being accountable for what you've put out or what you've, projected onto somebody. So that in itself, bro, like I feel like, a lot of people can't do that.
Yeah,
So
for sure.
I commend you for that.
I appreciate that.
I got a question too before we go. So you single right now?
Yeah.
So when you do, get into a new relationship, like what's some things, you gonna do to assure that you don't get lost in it again? Because I feel like, and you can help me here too, because I feel like sometimes I can like get lost in my relationship and then kind of forget who I am. And that's where all the insecurities, all the not feeling worthy, that's where it all come in. You kind of like placing so much value.
For sure.
So like what's some things, like
and this is just like for DeMarcus personally, like my past and like the stuff that I went through was such like I gained so much humility from that once I ever look back to those situations, that's enough like motivation right there for my next relationship or just any relationship, friend wise, just whatever, to stay on that path. You feel what I'm saying? So even if something like that would occur, how I would do it, I'll go on a hike or whatever, I'll talk to myself, you feel me, and just see if am I tripping, get to the root of why might I be feeling like this. Does this have something to do with how I was in the past or XYZ? What about that specific situation is making me feel like that, and how does that translate into what's going on like in this moment? You feel what I'm saying? So I'm like, if I felt like my girl was finna leave me or something, right? I would get to the root of, well, why do you feel like that? Like, what is it that I'm going through in this exact moment that's causing me to even have that type of mind frame? You feel what I'm saying? Because like was there like a vibe or something that was off, or was it just maybe I ran into some adversity in my life that's making me sink back down to that level of thought? You feel me? You feel me? So it's just like, what's really, because those stuff like that just don't pop up just for nothing. You feel me? So I'm like, what am I doing out of my regular routine or something? Or what's different, or if it's not different, what is the similarity that this event shares with the time that I did feel like that? You feel me? And go from there, bro. But that's, as far as like DeMarcus go, like I feel like this is like that one time in my life, bro, where I'm locked in with me. You feel what I'm saying? And I can't let nobody like interfere with that. You feel what I'm saying? Not saying love is not out there, but like right now, love is like for DeMarcus. You feel what I'm saying? Yeah. To where it's like that other stuff gonna come when God see that it's right, bro. You feel what I'm saying? So up until then, bro, I'm just each day just working on just trying to be a better me, not only for me, but for whoever the future partner may be, whoever my future circle of friends may be, just anybody that's near me. I just know when I wake up, I want to be able to give my word that I'm giving everybody around me the best version of me. You feel me? Like that comes with working on myself first. So when I sit down with DeMarcus, figure out plans, like what is your plan moving forward? Like just being intentional with just everything is really key. I feel like when you're intentional and honest with yourself, then that's when you know how to be able to move with certain situations. You feel me? That's like if I see a female and I'm like, yeah, you beautiful, but I really don't see like a vibe with you or something. That's like something I would have to like say within myself. You feel what I'm saying? And really keep it 100 with myself rather than getting caught up in the looks and like the fame or whatever you would bring me type shit. You feel me? So,
For sure, bro. That's amazing,
yeah.
man. Well, yeah, and then before we go too, you know, you all dripped in the gear. Like,
Yeah,
where
man.
can they get the gear, man?
Y'all can go to www.insecure, NSECUR and the number 3.com. Or you could go, I got an Instagram page at Insecure, or you could go follow my main one _Forever Marley. So either one of them things, you'll find me and you'll find the brand. You can even Google it pops up. So definitely be on the lookout for us. I definitely plan on making more appearances just throughout and just keeping you guys updated. So I appreciate you just allowing me the space. Honestly, I know hopefully I ain't butcher it too bad. This is like my first time just getting the nerves out and stuff. But again, gratefully, truly, like, just really thank you, bro, for just allowing me to come get my feet wet and you just open your doors and just thank you for real, bro.
It's all good, bro. I want to say congratulations
Thank you so much,
for making it to the other side of Insecurity,
yes,
man.
Yes, sir. Congratulations on the kid too, man. Everything you got coming up, and just I know you're gonna be a good father. You're gonna kill it like you've been killing just everything. Just I'm excited for you, bro. Just the growth,
bro. Likewise, man. All right, family. See y'all on the other side, man. Y'all make sure y'all get some Insecure gear,
yes, sir.
man.
Copy one.
Peace.